Well, Prof, there's a story in the papers today.
That's who we are.
Well, Prof, there's a story in the papers today saying that you, as a leader of the Yoruba self-determination movement, you have now written to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to say that Yorubas would like to break away from Nigeria through negotiations. Do you think that President Tinubu will allow his government to sit at a table with some Yoruba people saying they want to break away from Nigeria when Section 2 of the Constitution says that Nigeria is indissoluble and indivisible?
That's what the Constitution of Nigeria says. But the law of Nigeria also, part of the law of Nigeria says that self-determination is a legitimate right. Well, because when the United Nations passed the declaration, Nigeria was a signatory to it. Nigeria brought the law, that declaration, to the National Assembly. The National Assembly approved it, and the President of Nigeria signed it. That made it part of the law of Nigeria. The same thing with the Africa Charter of human and people's rights. And courts in Nigeria have made the statement that fighting for self-determination is not unlawful in Nigeria. So we are not doing anything unlawful. And we have no reason to want to stop it.
But sir, correct me if I'm wrong. The same Nigerian constitution says that even when we sign international covenants and conventions, it becomes law in Nigeria when it is domesticated. Now, you are an Awoist. You were part of the Awo movement and all of that. Awo, the late sage, wanted self-determination in the constitution, 1916, 1963. He never succeeded. And the Nigerian constitution does not allow anybody to say they want to break away from any part of Nigeria. So I don't know. I mean, you are the teacher of history.
The laws of Nigeria allows individual Nigerians or groups of Nigerians to advocate for self-determination for their people. That cannot be contradicted. The laws of Nigeria allows peoples in Nigeria to advocate for the self-determination of their people.
Do you have any expectation that President Tinubu will sit down and negotiate for the Yorubas to leave Nigeria when he is himself a Yoruba man?
That is the business of the president. He will do what he thinks is good for the country. We will do what we think is good for our own nation from Nigeria. No matter how much you pander, you can tell me, is President Tinubu going to sit with us? And so it's his duty to sit with us. That's his duty. Well, not say so. We write a letter to the president. It is his duty to answer us. And he can say, no, what you are asking for, I won't grant it. But he has no right to say, he has no duty to tell us, I will not answer your letter.
But sir,
he has a duty to answer our letter.
You raised the same issues under the Buhari administration. President Buhari did not just ignore. Yes. He went after Sunday Igbo and he showed that his government will not allow any kind of challenge from anybody, whether Yoruba or Igbo. Why would President Tinubu listen to you, even when you said you were not interested in the election? The president can say that as much as they like, but the president cannot unilaterally change the law of the land. That's the truth. The president, it is the duty of the president to say, this country, I will preserve its unity. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But that does not negate the lawful right of the people of Yoruba land or whatever part of Nigeria to seek for their self-determination. That's the truth. But anyway.
The important thing, however, and I'm surprised that you are not talking about that, is that the Yoruba people who are fighting for self-determination are telling the world and telling themselves that they will do it only peacefully. We are Yoruba. We know our status in the world. We know our status in the black world. We do not want to destroy the peace of Nigeria. And we do not want to bring difficulty into the lives of any other group in Nigeria.
So let me just quickly say this. You said that President Tinubu was a hero for removing subsidy he took the bold decision. Would you also call Goodluck Jonathan a hero for removing subsidy many years ago, but your party kicked against him and all of you had a protest against him? And also, the second question will be about Nnamdi Kanu. What should be done as regards this Nnamdi Kanu situation and the Igbo question? And probably someday, the conversation about the Igbo presidency. Don't the Igbos too have a right at presidency since they return to democracy?
Start with your last question. Of course, the Igbos have a right, like any Nigerian, and I support their right to the presidency. There should not be a situation where we are treating any part of the country as a secondary citizen. But you see, some of my brother Igbos think that it's a right, entitlement. Our brothers, the Igbos, must talk to ourselves. Only Ngige talk to me that he would like to be president, that he came to me to talk to me that he will be president. When Abiola and I wanted to, we went around the whole of the East, we saw Nnamdi Azikiwe, we saw Onu, we saw Mbakwe, we went around to each of their homes in their villages. Most of the Igbos didn't think that they should talk to us in Southwest. I feel sorry about that. I mean, look, the handshake across the South, led by people like Ndibusi, Commodore Ebitikiwe and Co. With us, Yoruba, that built up to June 12, was forgotten. Two, you see, the tribalistic politics cannot help. Anybody who wants to be president of this country must recognize the other tribes. The kind of entitlement cannot give the Igbos the presidency. As for Nnamdi Kanu, I have not discussed it with the president, but I know that from what I have from other sources, he is asking the Attorney General, can he, as a president, interfere with court processes? Can he order the court to stop the processes? These are issues. If we are negotiating something for Kanu, we have to look at the implication in terms of the legal processes and what are the power of the president to either interfere with the court or not.
All right, going back to the first question, very quickly, sir, because of our time.
Yeah.
The first question I asked you, you called President Tinubu a hero for removing subsidy. Would you call Goodluck Jonathan a hero for removing subsidy? And why is it that when President Jonathan removed subsidy, your party then kicked against him? So he too is a hero, isn't it? Or is not a hero for removing subsidy then?
At that time, the subsidy was minimal, and what we are saying then was that they should have tackled the corruption. Now, the corruption now continued and became bigger and bigger, and round tripping. People bringing, I mean, after Jonathan, a lot of events happened. Round tripping, bringing in vessels, and round tripping the vessels 4 or 5 times. So the corruption in the subsidy became higher. Before that was the situation between. I mean, of course, I respect Jonathan. He's a gentleman president. I respect him.
All right, sir. Thank you.
President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, please, in the name of God, why do we allow this vicious cycle of irritation of one people claiming to be victim when they are really the aggressors, when they are really the people offending others? Let us allow them go. National Assembly, let us vote. Let them go so that the burden, there'll be more resources for other people to manage. If they want, if we don't even need a referendum, the president should meet, the National Assembly should meet. Somebody courageous enough should sponsor a bill at the National Assembly. There should be a constitutional amendment. The 5 Igbo states and any group of people who want to join them, let them join the Igbos and go. It's a challenge. Let the Igbos go. No be mouth. I don't start am own. Now so me I dey start my own. Anybody who want to join them, join them. Me, my eye don't open. There is nothing I'll do with Igbo people. So all these things, releasing up the Kanu, killing the no. When the Igbos go, they can have him, they can manage him, they can make him their Messiah, their Savior, their everything. There is no problem, but let them go. Let the Igbos go. We have a lot to gain if we get these people, give them what they are demanding for. We have a lot to gain. Let them go. Let them go and turn their country into El Dorado, into heaven on earth. Let the Igbos go. Let them go. Please. National Assembly, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, I am begging you, let us allow the Igbos go. We have a divine border, a divine space, the 5 states. If other people say they are Igbo people, they want to join them, oh yeah, join, let them go. Let them go. Let the Igbos go. Let the Igbos go. So that we too will rest. They too will rest. Then we will see. We will see. They should be barred from coming into our country. They should stay in their country. Now you see whether any of us will go to their country. You see whether any of us go to their country. Whatever product they have, if they want to fly it, they should fly it anywhere. We allow them fly, but I know that they will not pass the John territory to pass there. We will not allow them. We will not allow them pass the John territory to go and export their destiny. So any other people who will allow them anything, who airspace they want to use, they can use. But I know at least they will pass through Calabar. Occupies the widest coastal line in Nigeria. The widest coastal line in Nigeria. From Santa Barbara to New Calabar River. Let the Igbos go now. Please. If you do this, President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, you would have done the greatest thing to the whole of the black race. You would have cleansed Nigerians of all the debt that Igbos have brought on us in South Africa, everywhere, in Thailand, in Malaysia, in Indonesia, in the Philippines, everywhere. You would have done a lot for us. Your name will go into the annals of history as one of the greatest persons in the history of this world. And this National Assembly will go down as one of the greatest National Assembly in this world. Let the Igbos go. No gun, no shooting, no killing, no nothing. Let them go. All of them, whether it is sympathetic because they don't talk, whether it is sympathetic Igbo or moderate Igbo, all of them, their country, whether they want to take the John and Biafra self, we touch them, make them take them. The John people don't touch on the name Biafra, we don't touch on the name Biafra. Take her, make her go. on a go. Let the Igbos go.
Edo people, the Southern Kaduna, the Benue people have expressed their optimism to join the Igbos with the Biafra should Nigeria divide. They can't align with the Yorubas as a nation. They prefer the Igbos, who are industrious, who are accommodative, and over the years they have seen that the hostility, antagonism against the Igbos are just baseless and without substance. The Igbos have been persecuted within Nigeria because of their ingenuity and their liberality. Your take on this development?
Yes, good morning, our viewers, and my name is Authentic General. I want to tell you that my take on this is that actually there is a say that who don't like better thing? Who don't like better thing? Yes, if Edo, if Plateau, if some Yorubas decided to join the Igbos, if the Igbos will go, if Igbos go, yes, they make their own decision because they've seen the integrities, they've seen the what Igbos are capable of doing. You understand? All this antagonizing against the Igbos is mere heaviness. Mere heaviness. Imagine what Igbos is doing in Lagos and so part of Nigeria. Imagine what Igbos are doing. So it looks as if it's a miracle, or it's a kind of what am I going to put it? It's a kind of magic. It looks like a magic that Igbos will just come all of a sudden. They will become rich and they will become, they will buy in properties. They will be contending with them, telling them, the so-called indigenous. You understand me? Telling them what to do and what not to do. You understand me? From there, they will be saying, no, these people, they will get angry, unnecessarily angry. Hustle like the Igbos, you will not hustle like them. You fold the money will come, you just fold your hands barely because your father has a house, a property. You understand me? You don't want to work again, waiting until your father die, you will inherit the property. You understand me? That is what is killing them. That is what is killing them. But Igbos, they don't depend on the properties the father has. They will hustle on their own and get their own even more massively than what his father has. You understand me now? That is why these people choose and decided to go. If Igbos will go, they will follow Igbos to go. That is it. Okay, let me tell you, I've been in Togo, I've been in Ghana, I've been in Cotonou here. You understand me now? I see massively what Igbos are doing. The market there in Cotonou there is Biafra, we call it Biafra market. It's Igbo that control there. Control the market.
In Cotonou here.
Cotonou here, I'm telling you, is Biafra market. It's Igbo that controlling the market. What are you trying to tell me? I see what Igbos are doing, both outside Nigeria, more or less this country. If Edo should decide, go to Edo State, and one of my friends in Edo State, probably from Ekpoma, he came and he's telling me years back. He said years back he was telling me, Bro Charles, why is it that these Igbo people? I said, what happened to Igbo again? He said virtually that they bought all their lands and they are reselling to them again. I say, is it not their money they used to sell? Is it not your forefathers that sell to them? It's your forefathers that sold to them. And they say that this land they bought from their forefathers, they bought it at peanuts. Now they are selling with dollar here. They are selling with dollars. Probably those that came from abroad. I said that is business. Okay. Go to that Edo, you see the biggest, highest mansion you see there is owned by the Igbo man. Igbo doesn't discriminate. They make everywhere their home, provided that they are going to get peace. They develop anywhere they go. Such people, you will identify with them.
Honestly, most of the Yorubas said, just as he said, Igbo doesn't discriminate. They don't reject their own. Just as most Yorubas are calling their own Omale because of political gains. just like the Lagos State governor's parents or candidates of Labour Party, they could have calling him Chinedu. Why is a Yoruba son? Your take on this?
You know, one thing I will tell you is that Yorubas doesn't like truth. They hate anything truth. When you are telling a Yoruba man lies, that is when you become his friend.
By Yoruba, you mean some of the Yorubas, not all?
Virtually not all, but the majority of them. When you are telling them lies, you become their friend. When you are telling them the truth, you understand? They will hate you to the last. Yesterday here, one Yoruba man came. He was a graduate. He said he has been at the East for virtually 6 years. He said the house he was living, you understand, he did not pay dime.
Of course.
The house he was living, he did not pay dime.
In the East, so Igbo land.
Igbo land. He said Igbo people are the most accommodative people that can accommodate. That's what we are seeing. Here is, he said, go to East. He said what the problem of the Yorubas is that they are not traveling. You see them from Ekiti, they will travel, come to Lagos. That is their highest level. The next travel is to travel abroad. One Ghana man sing and say, landlord, travel and see. Travel and see. Because when you are traveling is part of education. When you are traveling, you will be getting so many experiences. Igbos are travelers because of this. Most of them are not educated, but they are more educated and more equipped than people that call themselves they are educated. More educated, more equipped, and more organized are people that call themselves that they are educated. We call them educated illiterates. You understand that? That is it.
Wow, that is.
Yorubas they don't like to work. They are too lazy. But not all of them. Not all of them.
The majority of the youth today are just depending on the water,
and relying on the property that they have, probably their father has. Some of them went and killed their father. When the father was alive, they will kill him, probably because of the property, to inherit the property. Is that not nonsense? That is nonsense. You understand me now?
So, witness, if actually we don't pray for that, there is another outbreak of war, that majority will support the Igbos.
Majority are supporting the Igbos, even as at now. You said it earlier that some Yorubas are campaigning that if Igbo go, they will go with them. Yes. Why wouldn't they go with them? Because they've seen the industriality, the injustice of these people. They'll see that they can accommodate more than every other person.
Without attacking anyone. Just as what happened in Lagos State here, where Igbos have been attacked, they are not allowed to express their own political affiliations.
For what? A country that we call ourselves that this is our country. You won't collect Lagos from your hand. It's not so. Since you are a Nigerian and since you are an indigenous, you are free to participate in anything, provided since Nigeria is concerned. That is it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, my brother.
Hello my people, now come back. I think I don't hear the same see many people talk on inside this video concerning Igbo and concerning Yoruba nation. Yoruba nation now, some of them now I don't hear everything that old man talk, say that okay they want to go, and I don't hear everything that sorry the but talk say make Igbo leave this one to say that Igbo be their problem. Now everything that they talk, see they be done they talk this thing since say me I stand by this division, make this division even work, make everybody rest, because all this blames so we say they come from many people say okay now Igbo be this one, Igbo be that one, make they just divide this country. It's not that okay, it's not as if okay we are trying to support anybody, but waiting they try to do for this country, but waiting that they do Igbo people, not be say okay we are doing our propaganda, we have been propaganda or something, but waiting they do Igbo people for this country, it not just make sense. Like then they put all the blames on Igbo, say okay Igbos are the problem, meanwhile Igbo have not ruled this country before. Maybe they just try Igbo and see what will happen now. Now waiting we try let them know if they cannot give Igbo space to rule this country, maybe they just give them their own way to go, because Igbo man they don't really try for this country. If now another language, now another majority language now you do this thing to now, like they no go agree, they don't go since where Igbo they try go Nnamdi Kanu wey be say be their this thing, the whole land cause of all these things. So all these things wey be say they happen for inside this country, make they just look into this thing, because even so Yoruba, like get some Yoruba, so it's okay, they in support of Igbos, they say make they just allow them to go, because all these things wey be say they happen for inside, it's done they too much. Even this insecurity wey be say they inside this country, all these things wey be say they happen, where them they say okay, Igbo this one that one, even they are even that Nnamdi Kanu wey be say they hope for them, and person wey be say okay, in day against all this Fulani heads, maybe say that they by many people when in day when Nnamdi Kanu the insecurity, Nigeria they secure small that time, but now we say okay, day now see how the south is now see how they buy people, see how they buy people for inside Enugu and Anambra, see how the things they go. Instead we say they go continue they buy people like this, make people just they suffer, they just leave them, make they go make Yoruba nation, they make this one, they make people obviously they want to join, but make they join, make this country get peace. Now peace now you want for inside this country. Nobody say one tribe we want they suffer, this one go they enjoy. Nobody what they find for inside this country be that. You obviously they hear me now. If you get anything we say on talk on this matter, beg make it drop on for inside comment section. And also if not today be your first time here, make it like our video, make it share, make it subscribe. Thank you.